Right, let's get started, everybody. Good afternoon and welcome along, welcome back. Is that Graham in the chat? Are you muted? No, I'm not. I'm just getting everything ready. A little bit late tonight, sorry about that. But here we go. Welcome back as round 4, everybody, for IRL. We head down under to Australia, where we have the short qualifying and then the 50% race coming up. 15 drivers joining us for this evening, so quite a good showing for this afternoon, and we have quite a good showing in the stream chat as well. Good to see everybody here tonight. We've got Blake, we've got That Pro Gamer, we've got Floyd as well. Michael joined us as well with a follow earlier, I think, got us 650, which is absolutely crazy. I'm going to get that updated now. You'll see that pop up on the screen on the top bar now. There you go, 650 followers. Love to see it. Thanks everybody, I appreciate it. Here we go then, down under, with a track length of 5.2 kilometers, ladies and gentlemen. 29 laps of racing that we're going to conquer today with a total of 153 kilometers distance of complete total race distance. So it's going to be quite exciting with... Hear this, 4 DRS zones, ladies and gentlemen. We have 4 whole DRS zones on this track. As you can see on the calendar there is Lone Star with 1 minute 16 over the line in the McLaren. Puts it on provisional pole in the early stages. But I'm so looking forward to this. The stream chat is going mental at the moment. What's that, Michael? Yeah, the one race I can do this season. Well, hopefully you perform well, Floyd. Chat is on fly, yes. Abraham, a well-deserved chat with 650 followers. Thank you very much. Yes, thanks everybody for being here. It's good to see you. Hopefully tonight is a good race. Should be very good. There's Floyd in the chat. Watch out for Dave Norris this race. I will. Let's see what everybody can do. Here we go then. 12 minutes of this session to go, ladies and gentlemen. 14 corners here in Australia. And we've got this short qualifying session at the moment. 5 drivers with times over the line at the moment, with Lone Star in the McLaren being the fastest one by 0.2 of a second. Chaz, the second place man, into the pit lane in the early stage at the moment. Merckx in 3rd, Ash is in 4, Nutter 5. ARL is on a flying lap. Can this man do anything good today? Flying, he's been through the first sector now, all the way down Lakeside Drive and into the end of the second sector. Can the Aston Martin find some good time? His teammate is P3 at the moment. What's he in the second sector? Apparently fastest. Purple sector 2 for ARL. What can he do in the final sector then? Is he hurtles all the way down to the 90 degree with the DRS. The Aston Martin flying at the moment. His teammate's done pretty well in qualifying. This is looking strong from the second Aston Martin with 40% battery left. He locks up going into turn 13. He's going to head all the way around then towards the line, ladies and gentlemen, here in Australia. What can ARL do with the DRS? It's going to be a P5 with 1 minute 17.267 in qualifying. Davey Norris joins us in the chat. I'm chilling, having a smoke, no rush. I'll put a lap in later. Fair enough. Speedy Spud has invalidated on this lap around, unfortunately, so he'll be going again. With 11 minutes to go, so we've still got a good little while, ladies and gentlemen, before the end of qualifying, and that means a lot more time for a lot more laps to come in. So I'm looking forward to it. We'll see what we can get out of it. There's a McLaren coming out of the pit lane of Lone Star, who is currently on provisional pole on his banker lap, so not so bad at all, is it, for him? Will he be able to go even faster? It is looking likely. There's a lot in the stream chat tonight. It's quite nice to see. I appreciate everyone being here. Maybe because it's a Sunday, I'm not too sure, weekend, but it's good stuff. Very good stuff. Seriously, already an ad. I've actually turned the ads down. You will be happy to hear. I had a complaint last night that there was a lot of ads, and normally I wouldn't really listen to it. To be honest, the ad, I still play them, but no, there was a lot of adverts last night on the stream, and I turned it down because it was bad. So yes, I've turned them down. Normally I only get 2 lots per race. Yeah, apparently there was a lot more than that last night, and it was, to be fair, it was just completely ruining it for some people. So I've turned them right down. It should be a normal amount now, which is good. But 9 minutes and 50 seconds of qualifying. Then everybody, McLaren heads into the pit lane of Ash, is Lone Star on an outlap. This man who, like I mentioned, put it on provisional pole with his banker lap, so he's probably got a bit of pace behind him this afternoon, with still a lot of time in qualifying. So he's out there now looking to give us a decent lap, but will it come together is the question. He's going to head into turn 13, then the flowing right-hander of 14, which takes you on to the start-finish straight, where he's going to begin his second flying lap of this afternoon. Here comes the McLaren flying down the straight in hopes of getting a even faster time. Maybe it probably is going to be into the 1:15s if he can improve. With a 1:16 flat at this moment in time. DRS Zone 1, DRS Zone 2, sorry, we've already had the main straight. DRS Zone 2 for Lone Star as he heads into the right-hander. He's got a Ferrari up in front of him. It's looking quite nice and clean through the first sector. He's going to head to the right and into the end of the first sector. What will it be for the McLaren? Looking very strong so far. It is going to be 2 temps down, actually. 2 temps down for Lone Star. He won't be finding any time at the moment on this lap around. He looks like he's backed off. Yes, he has. That is not going to be flying lap for him then. What have we got in the chat? Going to predict Lone Star for pole. Any thoughts on pole, Jack? Thing is, I would go Lone Star, but I don't think we've seen the full potential of everybody yet. I'm gonna put it on Davey Norris. Davey Norris is going to be, for me, the pole sitter. We're going to see though. My money's on him. Let's see what he can do. If you're in the chat, everybody let me know. I can see quite a few people in here. Appreciate you all being here. It's good to see you. And tonight should be a nice night of racing, shouldn't it? We've got, I don't know if you can see that in the chat. We've now got a weekly Shearer leaderboard where Wolfie is the most cheers sent this week with 100. So very much thanks to him with 100 bits. And if you have an Amazon Prime subscription, everybody, you can subscribe to the channel for absolutely free, which does get you ad-free. As we were talking about the adverts, you don't have to watch any of the adverts if you subscribe with your Amazon Prime subscription. But anyway, what have we got? Milad in the RB. This man maybe he's on a lap. He's going to head through the first sector. 70% battery, looking strong at the moment. We didn't really catch the first part though. Milad with the fastest first sector, allegedly. We'll see though what he can do. All the way down then, everybody, and fastest middle sector as well, apparently. That is not a coincidence. This is going to be a good lap for Milad then, as he flies through to the final few corners here down under in Australia. What can the RB do? P12 at the moment without a single time set. His teammate is up in second place on the front row of the grid provisionally at the moment. Can Milad surpass his teammate, possibly take provisional pole? It's a good question, and it's about to be answered. He's going to fly around the final corner towards the line. DRS activated for the RB. Milad over the line in Australia. It's going to be provisional pole, 1:15.797. And the fastest sectors were true to life because he sets the bar by 0.2 of a second to Lone Star in second place. Now, Milad with a beautiful time. That Pro Gamers prediction could maybe be out the window. We'll just have to see. And, you know, one thing I will say, actually, everybody, throughout the stream, if you do hear my fan, let me know. It's so hot. It's absolutely so hot in the UK. So I've got the fan on. And, yeah, if it's too loud, let me know. But from what I can see on the audio levels, it isn't showing on there at the moment, so it should be okay. So, yeah, should be all good. Right then, that program in the chat. How many reserves in there today, and who are reserved? If you know, to tell you the truth, I really don't know. I would look, but it's going to take me a while to find it all. So I'll make a note for that for next race, mate. And hopefully I've got a bit more info on that. But who's that? It's a Haas car flying around the outside. Look like a Lumen in P13 with 1:18.1 into the second sector line. 5 seconds down. Here he is, Drew in the chat. It's good to see you, mate. Appeared out of nowhere. How are you doing? Are we going to get some beef in the chat now? 4 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen, of this qualifying session down under Illumin. P13 at best. Right now, ARL is half a second up on the last. Oh, last lap around was half a second up. Sorry about that. Unk with 2 tenths up. This man is finding time. If you remember, this man, I believe, won the last race out in Qatar, and here he is today in 7th position, and he rear ends the Williams. They both go onto the gravel there. What is going on here? The Williams spins around. Oh, that is caught beautifully on stream, and that is most likely going to be a penalty. But Unk with a 5-place grid penalty starting for the Grand Prix. Later on, he goes into the pit lane, and that is going to completely screw his race up, because now 5-place grid penalty, you know, on top of where he is, not good at all. Not good at all. Ash out there at the moment, he's improving slightly. Will we see any more improvement through the end of the second sector, though? It's looking quite likely. 24% battery, DRS wide open. It's 10th down, nearly 2 tenths down actually for Ash. And a snap of oversteer there, and he heads onto the grass too. That'll be his lap completely ruined. Yeah, I'm good, but hot though. Yeah, me too. Me too. So hot. I don't know if you were in the chat when I was talking about it, but I was on about my fan might be making a bit of noise behind me because I've had to have it on because it's so hot. It's honestly boiling. Right, hang on a minute. Ooh, new guy in the chat. We got AJ as well. Hello. It's good to see you, mate. How are you doing? Welcome in to the chat tonight. Mr. Crossley, can you calm this man down, please? Really hot for me as well, says that pro gamer. Well, it's alright, guys. Just chill. Just take a chill pill. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm going to say. That's my words of wisdom. Wow. That's my words of... Wow, I've just forgot how to speak. That's my words of wisdom for tonight. Jesus Christ, couldn't say anything there. Chuck Norris then, this man is seemingly starting a lap, this lap around, I think. There we go, it should be powered to the ground now. Chuck Norris towards the line, here we go then. To begin his flying lap with 2 minutes to go in Australia, in the Williams. 1 minute 17.4 being his fastest time. He invalidates early on, that'll be the end of his lap already. And Chuck won't be able to put a pull an improvement time on the board just yet. 2 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. The clock is running down. The Grand Prix is running ever nearer. Who is going to be pole sitter tonight? Nobody quite knows, but we will find out in a moment. It's looking quite tight up at the top. It really is. All three, the top three, on their out laps, getting ready to go. Here at the Albert Park circuit is going to be so exciting. 4th place, Merck, in P4 on an outlap 2, all the way down to 7 now on an outlap, everybody. Nearly every driver getting ready to push for the final time this afternoon. It's going to be good. It is going to be superb. With 1 minute 15 seconds left, many drivers on the outlaps, a few actually on flying laps. Sticky being one of them drivers then, as he heads all the way through the chicane and flying down Lakeside Drive. What can he do this lap around as he just dodges the Aston Martin? Will it be good through the second sector with 40% battery left in that Ferrari? He heads over the second sector. It is 700th of a second up on this lap around. Nearly a 10th of a second found here for Sticky with the DRS activated all the way down into the 90-degree turn. Will he find any time in the final sector? Will he keep it tight and neat with 40 seconds left? He will get another chance round, but it won't be a good one because, of course, he won't have any battery left in his tyres. They're most likely going to be cooked. But Sticky is going to put everything on the line now, down towards the line. What can he do in the Ferrari? Will it be a faster time from P8? Any improvement found? It's going to be P8 still with a 10th and a half nearly improved for Sticky Icky. That'll be it for him. Ooh, Unk, what's going on here? Loads of drivers on the grass. Unk, the Mercedes, all on the... What's going on here? All on the side of the chicane. Maybe just waiting on the start. Bit of a weird place to wait there if they've done that on purpose. As David Norris towards the line, 2/10 improvement. What's he going to do? P6, any improvement here? It's going to stay P6, 1,000th of a second improvement. That is it for his qualifying today. Ash then, just starting a lap now. Is anybody closer to the line? We're going to have a look. Chaz. Yes, Chaz, with a fuel light on. He's going to absolutely push now. This is it. Chaz in the RB. Will he find any time? Lone Star finishes second. Milod is out there on the lap as well. Chaz is closer to the line. Here we go. What will it be for this man? Will he find any time in qualifying? As qualifying is concluded, his final time this afternoon, it's going to be P3 where he stays. No improvement here. Milod over the line. Will he find any time? Yes, he does. It's a 1 minute 15.6, a tenth and a half found. And that is it for qualifying as we know it right now. Merckx is finding time still. Milod most likely on pole at the moment if Merckx can't find any time. Ash is out there as well. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Merckx slides around the final corner. A bit of a snap of oversteer. That'll be his lap ruined here today. Chances of pole will be crushed as he does get third place still. He finds 2.5 tenths, nearly 3 tenths this lap around. Good stuff from him. Ash over the line now for the final time this afternoon. What will it be for him? P5, any improvement? He does move up 1 to P4. Chaz demoted to 5 in this race. Let's have a look. Floyd into 12, not too bad at all. Half a second improvement. Sticky is going to go into the pit lane. And your pole sitter for Australia at the Albert Park circuit this afternoon is Milod in the RB, everybody, by 4 tenths of a second to second place of Lone Star in the McLaren. Lovely stuff. It's all been kicking off in the chat while I've been looking away. I'm going to have a quick read. What is going on here? Racing Bulls and McLaren's looking strong in qualifying. Yes, absolutely they are. Could be good points for them today if they finish good in the race. But as you all know, qualifying pace is much different to race pace. And you'll see that now as Milod then, with the pole position by nearly 4 tenths of a second to Lone Star in second. The two Brits, second and third of Lone Star and Merckx. Then it is Ash in 4, Chaz 5, Davy Norris 6, Unk 7, Sticky Icky 8, ARL 9. And 10 is Speedy Spud. Then it's Chuck Norris, 11. Floyd, 12. Illumin, 13. Nutter, 14. 15 is Briars. And that is it for your qualifying in Australia, ladies and gentlemen. Next up is the 50% race, which should be very, very soon. Not too sure if we are going to get a break or not. But either way, the Grand Prix will be coming around very quickly. Jack, let me know if you're on tonight. I will do. I'll message you later. But yes, the Grand Prix very soon, everybody. One thing I do want to test as well, everybody. If you already followed, this still works. Follow just some, like maybe put that per gamer because you do this all the time. If you just unfollow and follow, I've reset the what's it called? I've reset the notification sound, so maybe that per game if you want to try that or something. Can you hear that? Have you just heard that? I've just heard that. No, we ain't. Okay, okay. Hang on, I might know why. I'm just trying to figure it out again. What the hell? Claire lost his voice, yep. Control audio via OBS, there we go. Oh, hang on. Okay, if somebody does it again now, it may possibly work. I don't know, though. I don't know. No! I mean, that's just showed on my audio levels. If you've not heard that, it did. Did it? Oh, nice. Finally, it's back. After a long while, Charles Leclerc returns. Love to see it. Right then. Grand Prix very soon, ladies and gentlemen. Kick-off 7:35 British time. So we've still got 6 minutes, actually. Still a long little while. I'm going to go get a drink in a minute before we start. Well, yeah, while we're waiting, everybody, if you're sick of the adverts, like I've heard many people are, if you've got an Amazon Prime subscription, you can subscribe to the channel for absolutely free, and it gets you ad-free on the channel. If we do two-player teammates or different teams, I'd say teammates, but... Your statement is wrong, Jack. Latest follower is me. Yeah, well, when you unfollow and follow back, it doesn't put you up there, unfortunately. Only if you're a first-time follower. No! Wow, thanks for the follow, Drew. Even though you were followed before. No! Wow. Thanks, guys. You know what? You're in a perfect zone at the minute where you can unfollow, follow back, and then it keeps hitting the 650 follower goal. No! Oh my lord. But yes, everybody, it's a 29 lap race this afternoon, so it isn't too long. Obviously, same distance as every other race we do, but obviously the laps, sorry, vary given whatever distance we have. But 29 laps is what we have today. 153 kilometers distance in total. 5.278 kilometers track length. Jack gonna think of that sound or not? Well, what time are you at? 33. Going very soon then. Won't be too long. But if you're new here, everybody, formation lap that we do have, we've got a lot of people in the stream chat. Well, I don't know if we've got a lot of people in there, but from what I can see on my dashboard, it says we do. It's never really that accurate, to tell you the truth, but we got a fair few people in here. It's good to see. Jack, you should recreate that Leclerc moment with the scream. Nah, I'm all right. I'll pass. But yeah, Facecam will return soon, everybody. I'm just, it's been so hot, I just can't be bothered with it, to be honest with you. Yeah, 15 people in the stream chat tonight. That's why it's looking quite nice. Good to see it. Jack, I've got an idea, says Drew. What is the idea? You should recreate that Leclerc moment with a scream. Why is everybody wanting me to do this? I ain't going to be able to do that. Maybe though, guys. Maybe in the future, if I'm... My plan is I'm going to bring back... wait, what time are we at? Hang on a minute. 35 kickoff. Okay, we're going to go in a set. I was going to say, my plan is I'm going to bring back some streaming now and then on this channel where I'm just streaming me playing F1, just having a bit of fun. Maybe in them times I might do it, but if not, yeah, maybe in them times I might do it, but do it for the 600 followers that you work for. You still haven't done the stream to celebrate it. I know I haven't. I will sort that out. To be fair, I'm completely forgetting about it. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen, on the grid for the formation lap, which is beginning now. Drew says I'll come back in a bit, no worries. Right then, here we go. Let's get started, everybody. For the formation lap, where this race, we have 29 laps of racing to go. It's got 14 corners, track length of 3.28 miles. It's going to be a fun one. 4 DRS zones, though, is what is going to make it. That is, in my opinion, the best part of this track. Many DRS zones, and you know, why would you not want many DRS zones? It always makes it much more exciting. Overtaking opportunities are at the maximum here in Australia, and you're going to see that right from lap 1 when we get started very soon. We're going to head all the way around then through the second sector, with Milot being your race leader, and he'll get us going once we get on the grid. Unk then starting down from 12 in the grid in the Ferrari after getting a 5-place grid penalty with a collision with the Williams in qualifying. What can he do in the race today? Has he got the capabilities of getting up and crawling up that ladder? Will he be able to climb it? That is the question for Unk, who won last race around in Qatar. He's here today in P12 with a grid place penalty. Out of position, definitely, for Unk. What can he do? Let's see. Number 24, he's going to go for it. We're going to head round the final corner and line up on the grid, ladies and gentlemen, for the Australian Grand Prix. There we go then, from the front of the grid. It's going to be Milot in the RB, ladies and gentlemen, for round 4 of IRL as we get ready to go racing down under. It's 5 lights ahead of the drivers. Milot to get us going. We're held for very long with his lights out, and away we go. The Aston Martin of Merckx with a sensational start. He already makes contact with the race leader. Now dropping down the order. Lone Star gains the lead into turn 1. VSC already deployed. What is going on in the start? They're taking each other out into the wall at the very start. I don't know what's going on here. The Ferrari of Sticky. I think Davies involved as well, and Milot. All 3 of them hitting the barrier there as we've got the VSC deployed in the very, very, very early stages of the race, everybody. As the drivers continue on at the front, we are at about 30% race pace now with the VSC deployed. Lone Star now though the leader of this Grand Prix in the McLaren with his teammate Ash in 3rd place. The McLarens could be on for a 1-2 today if they continue with this form. That is a good start from them. Right place at the right time. Here we go then, all the way down. VSC deployed in the chat. Hello mate, what was the pole time? I didn't make a note of it. I can't remember. I think it was a 1 minute 14.6. I think 1:14.6 was the time, I believe. As we go racing again, let's have a look at this one then. Down the inside goes the Aston Martin of Merckx on Floyd Pink, side by side then heading through, I think it's turn 10. Is he going to stick it through? Yes, he is. He is through to P6. Lovely stuff for the Aston Martin as he gets ahead in this race. Floyd has to stay behind the two Haas cars. Oh my God, I can't speak. The 2 Alpines come in 7 and 8 as they head all the way down the grid then and into turn 1. Lone Star leads from Chaz, then from Ashtube as we head all the way into the right-hander. The second dose of DRS the drivers are blessed with pretty soon. Won't be this lap around due to the VSC, but we should get it next lap. And that is going to mean crazy. What is going on here? Lone Star, what's going on? Dropping back all the way down to 4. It felt like we're going to get a restart then. That was a bit Sticky leaves, everybody. Oh, never mind. It's a restart. We're getting a restart. Wait, why restart? I think it's because somebody couldn't. Oh my god, I can't speak tonight. Somebody can take. Oh my lord, I cannot speak. Somebody couldn't take control of the car, I think. So, yeah. Mate, what is going on with that reel you were talking about? Are you talking about the thing? I think I posted about it in the Discord the other day, didn't I? Was it about the commentary? Yeah, commentary reel. I think you're talking about that, are you? Yeah. Oh no, it's just I'm just trying to get some clips together of some of my best bits. So you know, when I go into new leagues, I can just show them this, and then, you know, they'll. It's a lot easier way, isn't it? Just to show them what I'm like, because I can easily give them my YouTube channel and they can go and look at the clips, but it won't be as good as actually putting all the best stuff together, and then they can just watch that. So yeah, just trying to compile some clips together, but that's about it. Just want to see it when you have it ready. I will do. I'll probably post it in the channel when it's done. So if you're interested, you can have a look when it's done. I'll let you know. Right, everybody, we're still in the lobby, but we should be going in a minute. So yeah, we readied up, and we should be getting on with the Grand Prix pretty soon. In the chat, I saw your message, but can't help since I'm new around here. But I think you could make a clip from last PGS race. Sorry, I was gone for so long. Had an Amazon parcel, guys. Had to go and get an Amazon parcel. But I'm back. Sent you something on Discord. Can you check it out and tell me what you think when you got time? Of course I can, mate. I'll see if I can have a look tonight. Right then, we are on the grid for the Australian Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen, following the restart that we've had to have. I'm not sure if we're going to have a break this time or we're just going to go straight into it. I think, no, they just said they're going to give it a few minutes and then... Oh my lord, apparently the grid's wrong. Maybe another restart, everybody. This is so my luck. I had a league race yesterday on it was Saturday night, and that league that the league that I did yesterday, I'm not really there very much. It was one of my first times, but from what I know, they don't really have any issues. And then yesterday, one of the first times I went, there was like I think that we did four restarts. Everybody, 4 restarts, which is crazy, but a bit like a bit of deja vu, I guess, here today if we have to do another one. Snowy in the chat. Hello, sorry I'm late. Don't worry, mate. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Welcome in. How you doing, Jack? I'm very good, thank you, mate. I'm very good. Just chilling. We may possibly have to have a second restart here today, as the grid is wrong. I think it is going to be a second restart. But Merc, who is out of position, says in the chat that he doesn't really care. So he's only out of position 1 place. Wolfie in the chat. There he is. We've got the gang back together. Everyone's here now. It's good to see you, Wolfie. Glad you're here. Thanks for joining us. I think you need a bit of an announcement. This is everybody. This is the Jack Crusty Comms flipping one of the top dogs, tier 1 subscriber for 5 months. Crazy stuff. I've got a race start. Oh, where are you racing? Where are you racing? Australia. Nice. Oh, I mean, he's just crazy, isn't it? He's just crazy. Wolfie, cheers another 100 bits, same as the other night. And, I mean, I don't know if you've seen Wolfie. I don't know if it's at the top of your chat or not. We've got Wolfie on the banner with 200 bits this week. The highest bit sender we have at the moment. Thank you, Wolfie. I really appreciate it, mate. Such a good guy. I wish you best of luck on your race anyway, for whenever you're doing it. We've got ours now. The formation lap begins, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone loves Wolfie, to be honest. Absolutely. Wolfie is the GOAT. Wolfie in that pro gamer, the GOATs of Jack Crossley comms. That pro gamer has been here for literally every stream, and Wolfie just goes crazy on the gifs and everything. Drew, formation lap. Yeah, you've missed a lot, mate. You've missed a lot. We've had a restart because somebody couldn't take control of the car. So basically, their car, their car. I can't even get my words out. I'm trying to read the chat. Their car completely ruined many people's races. So yeah, now we are done with the restart and we can get going with it once again. Thanks, I appreciate it. I've been following for 2 years, mate. Absolutely, been around for a while. Wolfie Plays, following since a while. A long while, and I do very much appreciate it. You still doing 29 laps? Yeah, I think so, mate. Should be. But thanks for the 100 bits, Wolf. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the bits. It is great. From the very first stream racing PGS and now being my comms, I know. And I'll never forget the moment, Wolfie, when you asked me to commentate for your league a long while back, and then that's when the CPG story, started. You lot better provide some good racing for it. Come on, guys. Been following since the first time I saw Jack Crossley. I don't know how long it's been. Probably been a while though, mate. You've been around, as long as Wolfie at least. So here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. For the second time this afternoon, we finally find our feet. And here down under, we're getting ready to go racing for round 4. Here in Australia, with the 5 lights ahead of the drivers, Milod leads us away. And it's foot to the floor, lights out, and away we go. Milod off the line very well, better than last time. Merck just fly through to first place now. He leads the Grand Prix into turn 1. The 2 McLarens coming 3 and 4 then, as they all slot single file through turns 1, 2 and 3. Chaz comes into P5 then, is the RB, sorry. He's going to try and get through past the McLaren. Look, he was getting very close on the backside there. The 2 McLarens couldn't make it stick this time around. Unk, this time around, who, I don't know if has he made all these positions up from the start? He had a 5-place grid penalty. No, he's still where he started. So he isn't starting as further back as he was on the previous restart. Unk now, P7, very good for him. He was down in 12 last time around, now P7. He won last week out in Qatar. And today, looking very racy on the backside of Davy Norris, round the outside line and into the chicane. He's ahead before the chicane, and into P6 goes Unk in the Ferrari. Next up to overtake is Chaz, who is 5 tenths down the road. Will he be able to find the time? Only lap 1 of 29, a long way to go, and the racing is brilliant so far. ARL down the inside of the kick Sauber, trying to get through, couldn't make the move work this time around on Davy Norris. The heat is getting to my head. I'm messing up all my words. It's not a good night for commentary for me, I ain't gonna lie. It's awful. Lap 1 of 29 comes to an end as Merck leads the race down into turn 1. Milod second place. Merck now with the fastest lap of the Grand Prix as they all slot single file down the start finish straight. Davy Norris goes to defend then on the Aston Martin, who tries to make his way through of ARL, but he couldn't make the move. Down the first DRS zone, now the second DRS zone, as he dips it onto the grass there. Couldn't make his way through yet again. ARL has to stay behind even longer now. Chuck Norris and Speedy Spud giving it a good go. Speedy Spud goes through to P10, Chuck down to 11. If you don't want to play tonight, don't worry, I bet you're a bit warm. I'll let you know. Chances are, I probably won't, because yeah, I'm absolutely knackered, I'll tell you this, to be honest with you. But I'll probably be able to play tomorrow. I mean, during the week, I'll be able to play definitely, alright, so. been a bit of a busy weekend. Sticky in the Ferrari then, on the backside of Ariel, who has attempted to overtake the man in front of him multiple times, countless times, but has been unsuccessful in them attempts. He's here today, trying to stay ahead of Sticky Icky, who is quite close behind. It's going to get exciting now as the DRS will be activated down the straight for the drivers, and now the proper racing begins. This is it, all the way down into turn one. The DRS is going to help the drivers massively as they attempt to make them overtakes. Merck leads by 0.6 of a second, and he's leading very well indeed at the moment. No DNFs in this race so far, which is very nice to see. Here's the Alpine of Floyd Pink on Chuck Norris. Looking like he wants to make a move side by side. I can imagine these guys are going to be very soon with the DRS, which will be activated in a moment's time. Down Lakeside Drive, here we go. Floyd Pink in the Alpine on the second blue car of the Williams of Chuck Norris. Gaining. The DRS is in full force now, and this is going to be it up the inside line. Here comes the Alpine of Floyd. He's going to make his way through just before the chicane, and into P11 he goes, through past Chuck Norris as he's demoted down to 12 in this Grand Prix. Here we go then, Davey Norris trying to stay ahead of ARL. This is lovely battling here as Chuck picks up a 3-second penalty. And these guys giving it a very good go. There was a few overtakes, I think, that we've just missed up at the front of the grid. The two McLarens up in second and third. Then it's the two RBs of Chaz and Milan in 4 and 5. As they all head single file down the straight once again. This could be a team 1-2 finish here today. If Merckx maybe makes a bit of a mistake, which at the moment isn't showing any signs of doing so. Yeah, we start 2-player in the week, that's alright then. Haven't been on F1 for 5 weeks and still have to wait 2 weeks since I'm in my sailboat. You're in a sailboat? What, you're watching the stream in a boat? All the way down there, ladies and gentlemen, this is lovely stuff. Chaz is just behind Ash. Ash, he's got the DRS on his teammate. He is looking like he might just be able to swap positions here. He does stay behind for now, but the fourth and final dose of DRS, ladies and gentlemen, all the way down into the 90 degree, but this time around wouldn't be able to do it. Lap 5 of 29 there, ladies and gentlemen. Merck leads this Grand Prix in the Aston Martin. Then the two McLarens follow closely behind. Then it's Chaz, then it's Milod, and the list goes on all the way down the grid as they head through with 15 drivers, and all 15 still going strong in the Australian Grand Prix. That is the biggest commentator's curse as Illumin loses his back end there in P15 now at the back of the grid. Wow. Oh, side by side, Ash and Chaz. Look at this side by side. The McLaren trying to stay ahead of the V car as Chaz now up the inside line. Will he be able to get through? This is beautiful racing. The RB up the inside of the McLaren. Will he be able to find his way through past him? Chuck Norris with a 3-second time penalty, everybody. All the way down the straight again. Straight away, and we're going to head into turn one. The racing so far has been lovely. Many overtakes. It has been full of action, full of life, and the exact amount that we like here during the commentary. There's yellow flags down the straight then as Chuck Norris into the pit lane on the start-finish straight lap again. Of course, a boat won't stop me watching your stream. Jack, who do you predict for win? As I said, I predict Davey in the Sauber. I'm going to go with Merckx. I don't think he's making any mistakes today. Chuck Norris, the first retiree of the session, everybody, as he is out of the Australian Grand Prix. Here's the Ferrari around the outside line of the V-Carb. That is lovely stuff from Unk, who won last race, as you know, and today he is making his way right through the order. A bit of a snap of oversteer there, but he's getting ahead now. Here comes the RB of Milov then, trying to get through past Unk. Will he be able to do so? Not just yet. The RB staying behind, but what a brilliant battle we're witnessing at the moment, everybody. The racing is brilliant. This is not over yet for Milov then on Unk. He's going to go back again, I think. Oh, never mind. Snap of oversteer. It's going to ruin that for him as we head down the straight again on lap 7 of 29. That is not going to be great for Milov, who gets a horrible snap of oversteer round into the final corner. We're going to head all the way down then into turn 3. If you're still in the chat, let me know. Of course, I know a lot of the people in the chat are drivers, so obviously they aren't going to be able to type. But if you're in the chat and you're not racing, let us know. I know that Pro Gamer's joining us. It's good to see you all today. We've had a very nice showing. Hope you're enjoying the racing so far that the guys at IRL are managing to produce. They are absolutely brilliant, aren't they? They really, really are. And the racing so far has been very fun indeed. This is the best bit of the track then. The drivers, you see them emerge round the corner as they go for the overtake. But unfortunately, no overtakes this lap around on lap 7 of 29. The drivers head into the final few corners on lap 7 of 29. As Merckx leads by 2.3 seconds. No penalties on the grid at the moment. These guys are incredibly clean, I must say, as they all fly down the straight in a moment. Lone Star leads the rest of the pack as Merckx leads the entire pack, and he is 2 seconds ahead. The rest of the pack are behind Lone Star, who's leading them all the way down the straight now. Will we get any overtakes down the straight is the question. ARL into the pit lane. No overtakes down here just yet. There's a penalty for Jackie. It's a 5-second penalty for not being able to speak. Lap 8 of 29, everybody. The racing continues in full force, and we have had many overtakes so far. As ARL and Bryers then giving it a good shot in P12 and 13. ARL goes through to 12. I'm looking forward to the end of the race and seeing who gets the most overtakes. And it's on the screen. It comes up most overtakes. I'm very looking forward to that. It's going to be good to see that. All the way down the straights once again with the drivers. As Unk in P5 at the moment. He's gone up many positions. He's gone up 2 positions right now. Pit stops. We've only had 1 from ARL, 1 from Chuck Norris too, but he then retired in result of that. But 20 laps to go. As I'd say the grid's dominated by the hards at the moment. There is 5 drivers on the mediums, the rest are on the hards. And Merckx being one of those on the medium, so is Lone Star. Maybe that explains why they're being able to pull away just a little bit. There's Unk on Ash then. He's going to try and make the move around the outside line. Here he goes. Unk goes into P4. Lovely, lovely battle here on lap 9. And he makes his way through nearly into the double-digit laps. I can't speak. Side by side. What is going on here? Unk then loses a bit of time there. Will Ash try and get through down the inside line? Forces him off wide. No room for error here as Unk and Ash going neck and neck. through the final few corners, side by side. It's going to be Unk on the inside line. The McLaren on the outside. Will he stay ahead, though, through down the straight now? I think it is going to be ahead for the McLaren. Yes, it is. Ash gets into 4, Unk to 5. Milod then is in on the action now, all with the DRS down the straight. Here we go, the Ferrari and the RB is going to try and get through. Down the inside, look at this, side by side. This is brilliant stuff. It's the kick Sauber as well of Davy Norris now in on the action. He makes one position up, now 2 positions up. Will he make it 3? Down the inside line, it's going to be a double overtake for the kick Sauber if he can make it work here in Australia. Side by side, the McLaren up the inside, kick Sauber on the outside. The Ferrari pulls ahead of Unk now. Davy Norris just about pulls ahead of the McLaren, who gets double overtaken in the space of 3 or 4 corners, sorry. And Davy Norris finds his way through to 5, right place at the right time, and he made a brilliant call there to make the overtakes up. Chaz into P2 as Lone Star down to 3 now. Milod, he's going to gain on Ash. He's going to go around the outside into the chicane, stays back though, doesn't make the move this time around. Davey though with a brilliant move. That was really, really good indeed on lap 10 of 29. Very nice move. We love to see it as we head then all the way down the straight on lap 10 now into lap 11. Briars with a 3-second time penalty. The first one of this afternoon, which is very impressive in 11 laps. I've got to give it to them. As we head round, what have we got? Any more overtakes for the drivers? Maybe the kick Sauber on who? Pretty soon. Milod on Ash then tries to get through. Here he goes then, he's going to try and stick it around the outside line. Can't do so at the moment. Ash in the lead then of this little battle that we're witnessing at the moment in P6. This is getting spicy. The Ferrari gaining. That's the corner I like, because he's going to go around the outside line. He at least tries it, but stays behind for now. Isn't able to get through, sorry, as they're going to carry on all the way down. Look how close the Ferrari is on the RB. Around the outside line, leaves no margin for error now into the 90-degree corner. And the Ferrari pushing the RB side by side. The RB through, passed into 7th place. The Ferrari is not going to give this one up. Sticky is well in with this battle, and I think he might just be able to make a move very soon. That pro game out, I might have to shut down my league for some time unless a miracle happens. That's a shame, mate. Ash in the pit lane in the McLaren puts on the hard compound tyres. And he comes out now in P11 in this Grand Prix. Speedy Spud in 7 then, bit of an overtake there I think we've just seen. It's Sticky Icky now, he's going to try and gain on the Mercedes. Won't work this time because the Mercedes has the DRS as well. That is going to put the Ferrari off quite a bit. But we're on lap 12 of 29. The racing is still pretty decent, I ain't going to lie. You get some racing leagues where you'll be at this point and it is completely died down. But for saying that the drivers are still pushing it, it's good to see. Illumin with a 3-second time penalty, ladies and gentlemen. This, the third one we've seen this afternoon. Pit stop now for Merckx, pit stop now for Unk as well. Both putting on the hard compound tyres on exit of the pit lane now. As ARL is going to try and get through. Who's that coming out? Is anyone coming out of the pit lane still? Yes, Unk. He's got through past him. Unk down to 9. He's going to get overtaken possibly by Floyd as well. Yes, definitely then. Down into turn 1. He comes out in P10. As now he's got a bit of a battle on here from Ash. What a battle. Unk down to 11 now as Ash gets through to 10. This is a beautiful battle we're watching here, isn't it? It really is. There we go. Will we get an overtake? Look at this, nearly 3 abreast going through there. Lovely stuff. The Ferrari has to drop behind. Milot and Speedy Spud giving it a good shot at the moment. Milot in P4 right now. He gets ahead of the Mercedes. And a very nice move made there, ladies and gentlemen, as I don't think that is the end of it. Speedy Spud is going to try and come back at him. It's lap 14 of 29 as Lone Star goes in the pit lane. We're going to head down the straight again. Now Speedy Spud on Milot to make the move. Can't do it. Merckx with the fastest first sector. Upper Gamer, yeah, I don't want to do it, but things aren't going forward. I'm trying to recruit drivers every day, so I'll take any help that I can from anybody. But if there's anyone in the chat that wants to help him out, you're more than welcome to, hopefully. Incoming joke. Why did the driver drive off a cliff? Oh, it's one of the classics. Why did the driver drive off a cliff? He's watching Sticky Icky, trying to make a move on Speedy Spud. Speedy up the inside line of Milot. What a brilliant battle we're witnessing here. Speedy goes through. He dips it onto the gravel, and he gets overtaken twice as Milot and Sticky Icky then fly through. That is it for him at the moment. He's down to P5 now on lap 14. Locking up going through turn 13 now. The Ferrari going right off the grass, following the lines. As the Aston Martin now gaining on him. Bit of a snap oversteer there. The rears just falling out of his hands. But now he's going to head all the way down the straight. It was Nico on fire running away from Hulkenberg. Very well done, mate. Always coming in with the great jokes. Merckx trying to make an overtake on Sticky Lone Star with a 3-second time penalty. The Ferrari hits the wall a bit there. Then as the Aston Martin's going to take his chance. Here we go up the inside line. Will he be able to get through side by side here? Look at this battle all the way down Lakeside Drive. And it's going to be the Aston Martin who just about gets the edge on the outside line. He's through into the chicane. Unk then all the way up into P9 as well, through past Ash in this race as he is on the charge to try and make his way through the pack, through the order once again. Nutter with a 3-second time penalty on lap 16 of 29, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we've seen some really good battling so far. We had the restart earlier on, so it has took us a bit longer to get this going and get it done. But it is some good racing that we're watching so far as the Ferrari is giving it a good go, ladies and gentlemen. Air out on the Ferrari of Sticky Icky. Air out up the inside line. He's going to go through past the Ferrari into the chicane. And he makes it work. Sticky now picks up a 3-second time penalty as well as that. And puts him at a big disadvantage. But he's going to try and fight back on the Aston. Can't do so yet. On the 16th lap of 19 is up in the lead. Chaz leads by 5.9 seconds. Is now. He enters the pit lane on the 15 lap old hards, which probably are a bit cooked. He's going to go in and get them changed out. Onto the medium compound of tyres. You love to see it. Coming out of the pit lane now. Are they going to last him the whole race now? They should do. 12 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. 12 more. And the race is complete. But I'm really enjoying this so far. It's really, really been good. Over half race distance that we are, and the drivers have just never stopped battling, have they? All race long. It's been superb, and I think this may be the next one. Lone Star Junior on ARL as they head all the way down. Once again, the second DRS straight here in Australia, and it is working wonders. The Aston Martin weaving. Lone Star knows exactly the line he's going to take round the outside. That's the closest we've been through there. What is going on here? Lone Star is going to go through. That was very scary for them. As ARL down to 4 now. That was a crazy crash. Thank God for ghosting. Thank God for ghosting. But yeah, lap 17 now becomes lap 18 in a moment as they come round and towards the start-finish straight. Let's go with this battle. Then ARL heads it off. Unk then is going to try and get through. The man has started very far back in the Grand Prix today. He won last week. He started way out of position that he normally is used to, and he's going to head all the way down on the outside line in attempts of getting on that podium. And for the first time this race, he has done so into the chicane. Unk into third place, through past ARL, and now he finds himself on the podium, ladies and gentlemen, at this moment in time in the Grand Prix. You love to see it. Ash is ahead in P4 of this little battle with ARL. Unk, though, gets further ahead into third, and he's untouchable now. He is doing beautifully well. He hasn't got a single penalty, where Lone Star has. That's going to really mess him up. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the mark where we only have 10 laps of racing to go. 1-0 before we reach the end, and Max is in the lead, hunting down for this race win where he's led for so long. Lone Star's in second place, but he's got a time penalty of 3 seconds, which at the minute is going to mean Unk is going to move up to second place and take away Lone Star's position. So he needs to really get a bit of a move on if he wants to, stay in the position that he's in. But we will see what he's able to do in 10 laps. Nutter and Floyd Pink, 11 and 12, giving it a go. Nutter goes through to P11. Pink down to 12, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, further up, ARL in the pit lane. He's going to go on to the mediums now in the late stages of this Grand Prix as he comes out now. Medium compound tyres, P8 at the moment, now P9. It probably going to be P10 actually, yeah, P10 for him as he exits the pit lane. The Ferrari flies through. Lap 20 of 29 then, ladies and gentlemen, and the drivers aren't really giving as much battles at the moment, but I believe they will come into full force soon Jack, can you tell us a joke? Oh, I don't have any jokes, unfortunately. Ook going for the win. Merc better watch out. Don't think double McLaren podium will happen. I don't think it will either, unfortunately. Heading all the way around the track and doing very well so far, leading this Grand Prix on the 8-lap old hards. He's only got 8 more laps to do before he reaches the end. Davey's the driver of the day, says that pro gamer. I think he did a brilliant overtake earlier on, I've got to admit, it was really good. And now, speak of the devil, he's going to get overtaken. Speedy Spud round the outside line. He flies through to P6, everybody, in this race. Davey down to 7, unfortunately. Still scoring points, though, which is good. Merch with a snap of oversteer through the corner. Lone Star trying again on Unk as well, as they'll get the DRS all the way down. This could be a good battle that we might see as we'll keep on with it. That didn't happen, but ARL and Sticky might happen. We've just seen a bit of an overtake there, I believe, that we might have missed. ARL did get through past Sticky, who moves down to 10th place now. Maybe Davey on Speedy Spud this time then, everybody. It could be possible. All the way down with the DRS to help him out. Side by side through the chicane, maybe. Could it happen? No, it's not going to happen this time around. Or maybe it is up the inside. He waits. He waits for it, but he very nearly made that move. Made everybody here just a little bit scared, that, as he managed to keep hold of the car, stay behind, and it's probably going to be next lap that he's able to make that move, unless down the straight is an option. Yellow flags in the chicane. Somebody's round. It's Nutter into the wall, ladies and gentlemen. Is that a safety car? It's a safety car at the end of the race. Safety car deployed, ladies and gentlemen, as Nutter hits the barriers, brings the safety car out. Wow, that is brilliant. The racing's going to be good towards the end now. Floyd with the drive-through for Speedy under the safety car. Now, do not blink, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be the race of your life. The drivers will be going into the pit lane, a free pit stop for each and every one of them to get on the brand new tyres. This is going to be a superb end. Pit stops then for the drivers. It's going to be Merckton, the guys at the back of Nutter, Briars and Illumina are already in there due to being around the track when the safety car came out. Unk, Lone Star comes in. Surely the drivers are all going to go in. Ash, Chaz, yes. Speedy Spud as well. Let's see. This is worth those restarts, absolutely. Speedy Spud is going to go into the pit lane. The Sauber goes in as well, and Milod stays out on the 5-lap old mediums. Will he make this work? Will he gain? What track position will he gain, everybody? Where is he going to come out? He's going to come out in P4 after not going into the pit lane. He gains positions past drivers who have gone in. As we watch from the front, ladies and gentlemen, on lap 24 of 29. If you just joined in, as a safety car has come out in the last lap, and now the grid is going to get neutralised. Everybody joins up with each other, and this afternoon this race is going to get spicy. We are very nearly at the end on lap 24 of 29. Only a few more before we reach the end. And this is here to really spice things up now. All the drivers catching up with the safety car, still a few more to go. No! Apparently we reached our follower goal of 650 again, apparently. Well, thanks everybody. Just to remind you that we've hit it again. Right, so we're going around again, everybody. There's a lot of drivers on the softs now. There's a few that have opted for the mediums, but the soft runners, I mean, they're going to be fine for the whole race now. There's only a few laps left. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at the end of the race, where it's lap 25 of 29, and the drivers are ready to go racing fairly soon. Only 3 drivers need to catch up with the safety car before we go again. Wanted to hear the sound. Fair enough, mate, fair enough. Right then, we should be going racing this lap. It's got to be this one, if not the next one, as we've reached the end of the second sector. Yeah, we're going round again. We're going. No, might be announced here, but if not, we're going round again. Yeah, we're definitely going round again, everybody. One more lap under the safety car, then we can get racing. I have an idea, says that program. What is your idea? What if you recreate Baku Leclerc moment with a scream? Maybe. This is it then, everybody. This is going to be the lap that we go in. Should be. As it is Merckx in the lead, everybody, and will get us going. The 2 Aston Martins, 1 and 2 at the minute, because we've got the safety car and then Merckx is now, yes, the safety car in at the end of this lap. We are about to go racing again for the final time this afternoon, down under at the Albert Park circuit, ladies and gentlemen. Merckx will lead us away when we start lap 27 of 29. It's going to be Merckx in the lead, from Unk then in second place, then Lone Star. Illumin is right there with the pack at the front, in a bit in the wrong place really at the moment. You know, for this extravaganza that is about to set off, Merckx is already gone, and that Haas car is just slowing down Merckx to try and catch up with him at the end of the race. Completely ruined him. Unk couldn't do anything about that. The Haas moves to the inside line now as Unk flies all the way down the straight. Lone Star then third place. Milord then comes down the straight. Chaz is going to try and make a move on his teammate up the inside line into the chicane. He does stay back for now. Ruined his line a little bit there actually, as he now runs off quite wide. The McLaren of Ash then follows through his Speedy Spud. Then Davy Norris is going side by side. Here is the Haas and Davy Norris of, I think he's the back marker. Yellow flags, first sector. Somebody's found the wall nearly, I think. I think that was Illumin actually, was slowing down, but lap 27 to 29 then all the way down. The DRS will be activated next lap around, so at the moment we won't really get too many overtakes, unfortunately, without the DRS. Here's Ash though on Chaz, looking to make a move here, getting very close, gaining and gaining and gaining. It could be a move here on the V-carb. Look at this, trying to go through. Here he is on the backside, brakes quite early there. Now trying to go around the outside of the Visa Cash Out Racing Bull, but he's not going to be able to go through just yet as the McLaren has to wait behind. Now, down the inside, he makes his move. The RBC's incoming. He moves over to the right to leave him a bit of space. Ash now on the outside line, gets through to P5, all the way down the straight on the penultimate lap of the Grand Prix, where Merckx is your race leader and DRS is enabled, everybody. Watch the battles unfold now for the final 2 laps of the Grand Prix. Speedy Spud and Milord giving us a bit of a scrap in the middle of the pack at the moment. As Davy Norris on for a move here on the V-carb of Milord. Outside line for the kick Sauber. Will it be a move though? It's going to be a move. He's going to stick it up the inside. And he makes that move. Lovely stuff, and it just shows if you're a little bit aggressive on the power, it can pay off. Exactly like Davy Norris there, where he got ahead very easily. Now, the second dose of DRS is upon us, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to head all the way down the straight. DRS all the way down for most of the drivers. Will it result in any moves though? Not looking like it at the moment. Or maybe here. Oh, it is. Look at that. The RB up the inside line as the Aston Martin just about gets through. Lovely stuff into P8. It's Sticky now, getting overtaken by Milord. Sorry, Sticky overtaking Milord. He gets into P9. As here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Heading down the straight and into turns 2 and 3. Then into turn 3 and 4 now, actually, for Merckx, who today is looking like he's going to go ahead and win the Australian Grand Prix. Unk is in second place, no penalties, so they are 1 and 2 if they finish like that. Then it's Lone Star in third, who at the moment is not going to have it stripped off of him because Chaz is 3.8 seconds behind. That 8 tenths is going to completely ruin Chaz if he wants to get on that podium. The penalties are not going to be served as we're going to head down the Lakeside Drive again with Merckx, who isn't looking like he's going to be beaten today. Not really many overtakes apart from this one here as the RB drops down. Ash into 4 and the 2 McLarens now in 3 and 4 as Merckx has led this whole entire race so incredibly today. And we are going to head through the final few corners, ladies and gentlemen. Down under at the Albert Park circuit this afternoon. The Aston Martin, who has drove a sublime race, he drives towards the line with foot to the floor in Australia. He wins the Australian Grand Prix. Unk then crosses the line after winning in Qatar. He comes home for second place. Lone Star third. Then it's going to be Ash 4, Speedy Spud 5, Chaz 6. Then Davy Norris 6 as Chaz 7. Milord 8, ARO 9. Then it's going to be Sticky 10, Nutter 11. It is Briers and the Haas over the line in 12 and 14. And then we're just waiting for the P13 driver of Floyd Pink to cross the line to finish this race off. What a race. Merckx is your race winner. Down under, everybody. Don't forget about the Discord message. If you don't answer today, don't worry, Matt. I'll try and get an answer to you soon. And over the line to conclude this race, Floyd Pink over the line, and Merckx wins the Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen, in Australia for round 4. Lovely stuff. Did someone spin or something? No, they didn't, mate. No spins at the end. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, you've got the race winner of Merckx, fastest lap Merckx. Driver of the day, Speedy Spud. It is most overtakes go to ARL. Clearly's driver is Unk, who finishes second place. Here we go then. Merck takes the win from Unk in second. Then Lone Star comes home on the podium in third. Moving down the grid, Ash 4, Speedy Spud 5, Davey Norris 6, Chaz 7, Milot 8, Aero 9, and Sticky rounds off the top 10. Lovely stuff, everybody. Thanks for joining me for this race here in ARL tonight. ARL, what am I on about? ARL, IRL, sorry. It has been a lovely evening.